Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my flawless foundation routine for you guys. I'm sorry the lighting is a little weird right now. The sun is starting to go down, so the lighting is a little dark, but in the video it is better, I promise. So this is not the foundation routine that I wear every single day. This is just what I wear mostly on the weekends, or if there's a day in the week that I just want to look extra good, then this is what I'll do for my face. This foundation routine is very full coverage, and I would say pretty heavy. If you're not into those kind of foundations, or if you're not into like a full coverage, a full face look, then this probably wouldn't be the look for you. I am into very full coverage looks even on my everyday foundation routine. So that is what this is going to be, my flawless full coverage foundation routine. So if you guys would like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Bye guys! So for foundation, when I want to have a flawless face, I use the MAC Pro Longwear foundation, and I am in the shade NC40. To put on my foundation, I use the Sedona Lace FB07 brush, and it's just like a flat top kabuki brush. And before I put on the foundation, I like to spray my brush with some kind of water. You can do Fix Plus, you can just do plain water. I used up my whole thing of Fix Plus, so this is actually just water in here, and I think it works as good if not better than the Fix Plus. So what I do is I just take my brush and I just spray it a few times, and this is going to help sheer out your foundation and just give you a more even and I guess not so cakey look. So after I wet my brush, I just go ahead and pump it right onto the brush. And then I will just start stippling it onto my face. And you want to make sure you bring it down your neck also. So next for concealer, I like to use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and it just comes in a bottle like this. And I have it in the shade NC30. And I take it with a Sedona Lace EB13 brush. It's just like a synthetic blending brush. I use different brushes for my concealer all the time. It just kind of depends on what I grab. So all I do is just like the foundation, I pump some directly onto my brush. And I will start spreading it out and blending it under both eyes. And I do it in a triangle shape to give me that bright and highlighted look. So I just take a triangle like this, and that is where I place my concealer. Sometimes what I'll also do is take whatever's left on my brush and just bring it down the bridge of my nose. This works as both a highlighter, and I also have some redness on my nose, so this will conceal that. Next, I set my concealer, and for that I use the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and it's just a translucent powder. And I take the e.l.f. blush brush. I love this brush for setting my concealer. And I just begin to put that under my eyes. And instead of rubbing it, I pat it. So I really lock the powder into the concealer. So next I set my whole face, and for that I use the Revlon Color Stay Pressed Powder. My shade is, where is it? Oh, light medium. You can use a translucent powder for your face also, but I just like the finish that the Revlon Color Stay Powder gives, and I just take it on an e.l.f. complexion brush. Sometimes I use my Real Techniques powder brush, it just depends. And I also, just like the concealer, I pat this instead of rubbing. And you can also blend it back onto your ears as well. You don't want to have your face looking one color and then your ears be like as pale as Snow White, because that would just be weird. So make sure you just make everything look like it's natural. I mean, I know I probably don't look natural right now, but whatever. You guys know what I mean. So next, I usually move on to contour, blush, and highlighting. And when I want to have a flawless face, I usually go for a much heavier contour than I normally would on just like days I'm going to school or running errands or something like that. So I will usually use a small blending brush to really carve out my cheekbones, and I use it with the NYX Matte Bronzer in Medium. And all I do is I take some bronzer onto my brush, and wherever the hollows of my cheeks are, that is where I place the bronzer. And what I do is I also kind of smile when I'm doing this to kind of carve out the apples of my cheeks also. I don't know why I do it, that's what I do. So I'll show you guys how I do that real quick. Some of you may not like that, but that's just the way I like it. And if you don't like it, don't do it. So next I will usually contour my nose, and I have like a really round sphere at the end of my nose, so I usually like to kind of tone it down because it's just, I don't know, I don't like it. So I'll usually concentrate the contour more on the lower half of my nose because it's pretty skinny up here. So I'll show you guys. So I take the same brush, put some product on it, and then with my fingers I squeeze it together so it's skinnier, and then I just start contouring. Then I take a Sedona FB05 brush. It's just a small dome contouring brush. And I take some bronzer and I put it on my temples and a little onto my forehead. I also bring it onto my jawline and down my neck. Then I'll just take my powder brush again and blend everything together. So next I usually move on to blush. So today I think I'm going to do a light pink blush. So I'm going to mix two of them together. I'm going to be mixing MAC's Pink Swoon, and it's just a baby pink color, and also Wet n Wild's Heather Silk. It's like a darker baby pink color. And for blush, I use just a Sonia Kashuk brush. This doesn't have like a name or a number or anything, but it just looks like this. It's just a fluffy brush. And I'm just going to mix those two colors together. And then I just pat the blush onto my cheekbones. after blush, I move on to highlighting. The highlighter I've been using is the MAC Whisper of Guilt Extra Dimension Skin Finish. And it's a beautiful highlight. I take it on the Sedona Lace FB01 brush, and it's just like a huge fan brush. And I just take some all over the fan brush, put it on my cheekbones. I also bring it down the bridge of my nose, my chin, Cupid's bow, and forehead. I also wanted to say a huge thank you to Makeup by Lena Baby. She recently featured me in her Shout Out Sunday video, and I have so many new subscribers thanks to her, so I just want to say hello to all you subscribers and thank you for taking the time to check me out. I hope you all will like my channel and choose to stay.